My name is Francis. Good evening, everybody. I'm here to teach us accounting softwares. So basically, this course is on introduction to accounting softwares, and we are from OFS Consultancy Services. So, accounting software refers to computer programs designed to record, process, store, and report financial transactions of an organization. These systems automate traditional bookkeeping services such as journals, ledgers, and financial reporting, improve accuracy, efficiency, and accessibility of financial data. So now, basically, an accounting software is a regular computer program, right? But then the software is has the major objective of making all these accounting processes to be more efficient, more accessible, and very, very much accurate. So it automates the traditional bookkeeping processes and gives you a more accessible financial data and an improved efficiency and accuracy. Also, modern accounting software is ranging from simple tools for businesses to more sophisticated integrated ERP solutions for larger corporations. So it means that whether you're a micro business, you're a small business, you're a medium company, or you're a large corporation, there is always an accounting software for you. So there are various types of accounting software, but for the purpose of this lecture, we grouped them into two. We have the softwares based on functionality, and we have the ones based on development. The ones based on functionality are general accounting softwares like QuickBooks. These softwares handle basic bookkeeping functions. What I mean by bookkeeping functions are functions that has to do with recording journals, making transactions, recording expenditures, preparing your POL, and so on and so forth. So it does everything that has to do with bookkeeping. It does everything that has to do with bookkeeping. Now we have the billing and invoice softwares. Those softwares focuses on invoices and receipts. We have Zoho Invoice as one major example. There are a lot of other examples that you can still see online. We have payroll management softwares. A payroll management software is a software that is focused on payroll management. Just as the name implies, it's all about payroll. It handles the employment, everything that has to do with payroll. Then we have ERP systems. It's a mixture of bookkeeping and operations, right? So it's not just bookkeeping this time around, it's both bookkeeping and operations. Then when it comes to accounting softwares that are based on deployment, we have the ones we call standalone softwares and cloud-based softwares. So the standalone softwares are these softwares that does not require any external cloud situation. You just buy the software, install it on your system, and you start using it. While the cloud-based solutions are softwares that are on cloud, so you have access to them by logging in into the cloud portal and so on and so forth. It is pretty much secure and it has a lot of advantages and disadvantages as well. So both of them have their advantages and their disadvantages. Now we have uses of accounting software. It is used to record data, manage accounts, both payable and receivable, prepare financial statements, will perform tax calculation and compliance, payroll processing, budgeting and forecasting, inventory tracking. So we have their importance. The importance ranges from improving accuracy, we've said that before. It enables real-time financial reporting. I mean, when we are talking about financial reporting, we should be looking at the moment you are posting in an accounting software, your report is automatically updating itself. So that's what it means by real-time reporting. Then it helps in decision making through insights and analytics. Yeah, big softwares like QuickBooks, Zoho, they prepare what we call they prepare special reports. Like an example of the special reports are aged receivables and payables, both in details and in summary. That particular special report helps business owners know, okay, fine, this particular debtor for the past 3 years has been owing us back to back. Like he finds it difficult to clear his debt. So I think we should stop doing business with this guy. He has a problem with clearing his debts. That's one of the importance of having aged receivables in details, right? So the same thing is applicable to the same thing is applicable to other special reports as well. So when it comes to decision making, you have handy reports that are insightful and analytical enough to enable you make proper decisions. So it ensures regulatory compliance. Yes, because Obviously, your when you're using these softwares to prepare your invoicing, your billing, and so on and so forth, you can automate some of these compliance activities. Like you can control your QuickBooks to be telling you VAT, telling you telling you the amount of VAT that is chargeable on each item, and updating your invoice for you automatically. That will make you not to forget to charge VAT on items that are vatable. And when you charge, obviously at the end of the year, when you pull out your chart of account, you will see the VAT that you have charged, and it will be a kind of a reminder for you to go and remit. So yeah, it helps to ensure regulatory compliance. So it saves time and operational cost. Yeah, I mean, when you are making use of accounting software, it's a lot more easier and a lot more faster than doing the manual accounting. Then it supports business growth and scalability. Obviously, it helps you grow properly. So the advantage is automation of repetitive tasks, faster financial reporting, improved data security, easy data retrieval and audit trails, integration with other business systems. Then the disadvantage includes initial setup and training, dependence on technology, power slash internet issues. If you are having power issues, my dear brothers in Christ, you are going to find it very difficult to make use of these softwares, because obviously they run on electronic devices which need power. All right, so risk of cyber threats and so on and so forth, especially the cloud systems. Yes, if you have a cloud system on, if you have a cloud-based accounting software, one of the disadvantage is risk of cyber threats. Because I mean, if I'm a hacker and I have access to your information, I can hack you because your information is online. But no type of hacker will hack your book. Your book is on your table, it will remain there until somebody comes to pick it up and look at it. So that's the difference. Now, software updates or compatibility issues. Yes, for the standalone softwares, you will always have compatibility issues. There are softwares that you will get, and then they will tell you this one is a 32-bit software. It will not work in a 64-bit computer. Or you buy the other one, and then they will tell you it's a 64-bit software and it cannot work in a 32-bit computer. Though some of the softwares we give our clients are in x86, so it works for both 32 bits and 64 bits. But then, I mean, you can always have these compatibility issues. All right, so then examples of accounting softwares and their features: we have QuickBooks. It does invoicing, it does expense tracking, payroll integration, financial reporting. It is suitable for small to medium sized businesses. QuickBooks is not good for a corporation. It's not good for a corporation, please. But you can use it to handle a medium-sized business. But once you guys scale up, please say bye-bye to QuickBooks. Now we have SAP. It's an ERP model. It's suitable for large enterprises. All right. It has advanced financial reporting, integration with supply chain and HR, real-time analytics, and multi-currency support. QuickBooks also has multi-currency support, but then it is still not good for large corporations. So Tally ERP or Tally Prime, two of them are almost the same thing. So yeah, it has these functions. Tally ERP has offline functionality. That is one of the reasons why I love this software. I mean, it has instant synchronization. So if you are working on Tally and your data goes off, you can easily just continue what you are doing. Whenever your data comes back, your data connection comes back, whatever you are doing so far will just automatically synchronize. So yeah, then we have Zoho Books. Zoho is also very nice, but it's suitable for SME. Please don't use Zoho for a large corporation. Thank you very much. You will need an expert to like guide you through the first 4 months of the business, like full-time real oversight. But I mean, use an organized ERP, please. Zoho is better off for SMEs. Then we have Oracle. Oracle is a cloud ERP system. It does global financial management, it does revenue recognition, it does business intelligence dashboards. So we have Sage Accounting. Sage is almost the same thing with QuickBooks. Like they have almost the same set of features. Those two lovebirds have been the same since when they started as a Pitch Tree. Yeah, they've always had almost the same features. But then Sage is more complex. QuickBooks is more UI UX friendly. I mean, if you are inside Sage and you are not an accountant, I'm sure you'll be lost every moment, every 10-15 minutes you'll be lost until you get good use of the software. But I mean, you can train somebody who has WAEC, just WAEC, and the person will use QuickBooks and work very well. So yeah, that's just the difference. Then standalone versus cloud-based software. Yeah, when it comes to this software according to functionality, a lot of people will tell you, no, I want a cloud alone, I want a standalone software. I want to pay once. If I pay, I would know I own the software. Yes, you can pay once, get a standalone software and make use of it. I want a cloud-based software so I can access my records anywhere I am in the world. You can pay for cloud-based accounting software and access your records. So now the thing is, the both are good. They have their advantages and they have their disadvantages. So we are going to compare the two of them, show you their advantages and their disadvantages. So the number one here is standalone or desktop softwares. Examples are ARP, Sage 50, and QuickBooks Desktop. So QuickBooks have both the desktop and the online one. So now the advantage is that it can work without internet. Trust me, it works very, very well without internet. I don't even think it needs internet to work. So secondly, data is generated locally. It is an advantage and it is a disadvantage. An advantage because the local data is inside the laptop, so it is faster. You don't have to say the software is slow because there is no network. No, you get. And then in 90% of the cases, it's always a one-time purchase. So you just pay for the CD, collect the software, and that is that for that. The disadvantage is that it has limited remote access. Yes, you need to set up a LAN by yourself for you to have multiple user interface. Otherwise, one software, one laptop. So secondly, manual updates are required, obviously. When there is an update on the software, you will need to buy the updated version and come and install it by yourself. Then find a way to pull your data out from the former version and put it into the new version. It takes a lot of back and forth actually. That doesn't mean we don't do it, but it's very, very stressful. I can promise you that. Then risk of data loss if the system fails. Yes, if anything happens to the system, your data otilo, it has gone. It have go, it have be. So the risk of data loss is very, very high. So basically, because the data is locally controlled, the data is inside the laptop hard drive. Yes, protected and presented in the software's storage facility, bits or so on and so forth. Yeah, but then it's still inside the laptop. So which means if I steal that laptop, everything about your if I steal your accountant's laptop or it damages or probably something happens to it or probably it gets in a fire or the screen gets bad or like anything can happen, and for that reason you will not have access to those records because the system in question is currently not available. Then difficulty in collaboration. For you to have one software and multiple people will use it, you need to set up plan. Like you really need to set up plan. Then we have cloud-based software. So we have QuickBooks Online, Zoho, Zero, Oracle, and so on and so forth. So the advantages are there. We have access from anywhere, anytime, automatic updates, easy collaboration, data backup. So yeah, it's really good. It's very sweet. It has almost all the beautiful features you can think about. Yeah, the software developers at the back end, they will constantly update the software, and then you wake up in the morning and the update is in front of your screen. Nobody is telling you to come and pay anything, buy anything. Whatever they are doing is just there. And then these softwares will continue competing against each other to improve from time to time. So yes, it's very lovely. It's very, very lovely. But they have disadvantages. Yes, it requires internet access. Interestingly, it does. And if you are a Glow user, sorry for you. Very sorry for you. All right. So, I mean, you cannot be planning to use internet and then you want to use Glow and then you're staying in your company is located in one evil forest like that. It will not work. So just find a better stable internet because it requires serious internet access. All right. So it has subscription costs. Some of them are paid monthly, some of them are paid yearly, but all the online softwares have subscription costs. I think QuickBooks, the standard QuickBooks I usually recommend to clients is the one that is 64,000 something. Yeah, so it's 64,000 something a month to a month. So you can imagine. So imagine a micro business that your entire revenue for the month is maybe 500,000 or 1 million. You will definitely not be able to afford to pay for a software at 64,000 unless probably you're a founder and then you have enough money to spare then that's it. Otherwise, an average business that is struggling will not be able to afford the high subscription cost. So we have data storage with third parties and potential cyber risk. Potential cyber risk, he will hack, he will just walk in and walk out. Though there are a lot of companies that, like, I'm aware that QuickBooks has a cybersecurity team whose job is to make sure that this kind of thing will not happen. Sage One does too. I'm aware of the two. I'm not sure of the rest, so I don't like saying what I'm not sure of, especially not in front of a camera. So, but I'm sure QuickBooks has a cybersecurity team. They have an MOU that they are very much interested in making sure that cyberbullying is not carried out on any of their clients. So this is the comparison between standalone and cloud-based. Standalone does not require internet. Cloud requires accessibility. For standalone is limited. Accessibility in cloud is high. Cost structure in standalone is one time. In cloud-based, you are paying every month. Updates in standalone is done manually. Updates in cloud-based is done automatic. Data security is local control. The data security in cloud-based is managed by the provider. Collaboration is difficult in standalone. Collaboration is very easy. So at this, we are going to conclude by saying that accounting software has become an essential tool in modern business operation, enabling organizations to manage finances efficiently, accurately, and in real time. The choices between standalone and cloud-based accounting systems depends on factors such as business size, budget, accessibility needs, and security preferences. Organizations must carefully evaluate their requirements to select the most appropriate solution that balances functionality, cost, and scalability. Functionality first. Functionality first. Whatever software you are choosing, it has to be functional for your business. You cannot be running a large corporation like you have like 4 or 5 or 6 branches. You already have a CFO, you already have a finance manager, like you have all these operations in place, and then you want to be using a very tiny software that probably does not even marry with an ERP. Why? Because you believe it is affordable. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. So I believe and I feel is best that you consider functionality. So functionality comes first. When you select the ones out of all the softwares, there are many softwares, plenty softwares. Like I feel every year two brand new softwares will just come out. Like I think 2 weeks ago I met a software they call Kiyama Accounting. And funny enough, the software is good, very good. All right, so its softwares are plenty. So what you need to do is, the first thing you will do is look into functionality. How functional can that software be to you? What use will that software be for you? Then after functionality, when you filter for functionality amongst all the softwares that can serve you, you will choose the ones that have scalability, the ones that will ensure your scalability. When you select the ones, almost all the softwares will ensure your scalability. Actually, like 99.99% of the softwares that are functional for you will be scalable for you. So now amongst all of them, you arrange them and then select the most cost effective, because all of them don't have the same set of features. So some people will tell you they would prefer to have an invoicing software, and run the rest of their kidney on Excel. They'll tell you they use Excel online so they can use it fine. Some people will tell you, if I'm using software for invoice, let me just use software for everything. So see them in QuickBooks. So it depends on what you want, and then you look at the cost, and probably with a mixture of what you want and the cost, it will tell you what you will get. So with that, we are here at the conclusion of the lecture. Please like and share this video. If there are parts of accounting software or particular softwares you want us to treat, let us know in the comment section. Once again, my name is Francis from OFS Academia, and OFS Academia is a unit of OFS Consultancy Services. Thank you very much.